Well, of course, 2022 was the craziest year in all of wrestling history, probably, hopefully, surely. Well, 2023 has started with a big old hold my beer because, yeah, you saw that correctly on the thumbnail and the title. Stephanie McMahon has resigned from her role as co-CEO of WWE. Nick Khan is the sole CEO. And Vincent Kennedy McMahon, is back. He's not the CEO, he's not the chairman, he is the executive chairman. Now, Stephanie McMahon posted a little statement on Twitter not too long ago, depending on when you're watching this. I'll be reading it now, it's just on the screen below me, so I do apologise for looking away from you all. But about 8 months ago, she writes, I took a leave of absence and within a few weeks, unexpectedly had the opportunity of a lifetime. I had the privilege to return as the co-CEO and the chairwoman of the board of WWE. I cannot put into words how proud I am to have led what I consider to be the greatest company in the world. Working alongside a remarkable leadership team and one of the strongest executives I have known in my co-CEO, Nick Khan. Our founder, Vince McMahon, has returned as executive chair and is leading an exciting process regarding strategic alternatives. It's anyone's guess what that means. I suppose it could refer to the fact that obviously the talks about WWE possibly selling themselves to someone like Disney. We'll have to see about that. And with Nick's leadership and Paul Triple H Levesque as Chief Content Officer, I'm confident WWE is in the perfect place to continue to provide unparalleled creative content and drive maximum value for shareholders. WWE is in such a strong position that I've decided to return to my leave and take it one step further with my official resignation. I look forward to cheering on WWE from the other side of the business, where I started when I was a little kid, as a pure fan. I will always remain dedicated to WWE. I truly love our company, our employees, our superstars and our fans, and I am grateful to all of our partners. Thank you for everything. Now, the immediate sort of response to this from fans has been pretty negative. A lot of people seem very upset by that. There are some wrestlers as well who have commented on that and are making their own tweets and sort of saying thank you, Steph, for everything she did over the past few months, because it does really seem like the Triple H and Stephanie McMahon regime was a lot more popular, not just with fans, but with the wrestlers themselves, particularly behind the scenes. There have been countless reports that morale is so much higher now that Stephanie, not anymore, but when Stephanie and Triple H were in charge, now after Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis had left, but nothing lasts forever, I suppose. WWE have put out their own statement with a comment from Vince McMahon and from Nick Khan as well. I'll read that out as well. So from WWE, they say, today they have announced its board of directors unanimously elected Vince McMahon executive chairman of the board. Stephanie McMahon has resigned from her roles as chairwoman and co-CEO. Now, you've got to wonder whether this is a direct result of Vince doing this. It doesn't say that. Obviously, WWE aren't going to come out and say, yeah, we've elected Vince, so Stephanie's got to go. But you've got to wonder whether Stephanie just felt like she didn't really want to be around after all of that. And they put Nick Khan will serve, as I say, as WWE CEO. Now, Vince McMahon, this is a quote from him, so whether he actually said this or not, we'll have to wait and see. But he says, first, I'd like to express my full support for Stephanie's personal decision. I'll forever be grateful that she offered to step in during my absence, as he puts, and his absence, not his retirement. Remember, if you don't, you may not remember, but Vince retired on July 22nd last year, but clearly retirements are brief, just like when Hulk Hogan was kicked out of the Hall of Fame. I'll be forever grateful that she offered to step in during my absence, and I'm truly proud of the job she did co-leading WWE. Stephanie has always been the ultimate ambassador for our company, and her decades of contributions have left an immeasurable impact on our brand. I'm proud to announce that Nick Khan will serve as WWE CEO. Nick's business acumen and mastery of the media industry have helped catapult our business to record revenue and profitability. Together, we look forward to working with the board at this critical moment in time to review our strategic alternatives and maximize value for all WWE shareholders. I cannot put in, this is again another little note from Stephanie. I cannot put into words how proud I am to have helped lead what I consider to be the greatest company. We've already read all that. But Nick Khan has added, Stephanie McMahon is a terrific executive and an even better person. It has been an honour to serve as co-CEO with her. She will only continue to succeed. I'm grateful to Vince McMahon and our board of directors for their ongoing support. I look forward to continuing to work closely with them and my WWE colleagues to ensure our company may thrive as the premier powerhouse in sports entertainment for years to come. Now, it's very difficult to say what this all means. One of the things that I note is that they do refer to Triple H as the Chief Content Officer. Now, obviously, there were, it's fair to say, quite a lot of people who were a bit worried that Vince McMahon was going to be stepping back into creative role. I think there's a lot of people who feel and believe that WWE has been better off, especially creatively, since Vince left. Maybe perhaps some of his ideas are a bit outdated, who's to say? But there's been a bit of a worry that Vince McMahon is going to be basically just taking all the reins back. He's sort of slowly getting his grip back. But hopefully, the fact that they have outlined that Triple H is still the head of the creative, that will remain the case. That is just a personal opinion. But that seems to be the case. Now, what this actually means for the future, it's really, really difficult to say. Obviously, Stephanie is out. A lot of people, as I say, seem pretty upset by this. There were numerous reports, as I say, that Stephanie particularly was incredibly popular backstage. But it's hard to say that we didn't see this coming. Now, Vince, a few weeks ago, it was first reported that he was looking to get back into the company, and given that he was the majority shareholder, it was pretty much, there was never really any doubt that he would be back. Now, he is back. He's been voted back in as the executive chair, and Nick Khan is now the CEO on his own. Now, that's probably what Vince wanted. Nick Khan, while he seems to be a fantastic businessman, seems to be a bit of a yes man and one of Vince's favourites. And time will tell really what Vince coming back into the fold and Stephanie leaving means. Now, this is really early on, so there's not much more to say than what's just happened. I'm sure there'll be a lot more news overnight and into the morning, so please do make sure that you check out the news tomorrow. And I'm sure we'll have a lot of fallout from this. So check out the WrestleTalk news channel, subscribe, check out all our partner channels. For now, 2023 looks like it's going to be just as crazy as 2022.